Hey, what is up, guys? Big things happening out here in crypto space, especially for altcoins. In fact, this could explode crypto. This could be the next big wave of money flooding into the space, particularly to your altcoins. So I want to talk about this. We'll look at some charts, answer your questions second half of the stream. Hopefully get a good amount of time for that. Let's go have a look. So this is coming. This is from James Seifert's ETF nerd over at, where is he at? Bloomberg, yes. Eric said, he said, him and Eric, the other ETF analyst guy, took a look at the filings for spot crypto ETFs. We're putting relatively high odds of approval across the board, mainly focused on Litecoin, Solana, XRP, and Dogecoin for now. We've had about a dozen altcoin ETFs. So it's coming, guys. It's coming. Now, what's interesting, 90% here for Litecoin. Okay, so we've had the 19B4 form acknowledged, very nerdy stuff, but basically it's saying that the SEC is now talking to Litecoin ETF filers. That's good. It's not viewed as a security, it's viewed as a commodity, so that's good. Okay, final SEC deadline. When is that? Was that yesterday? No, it's coming. So we should see some of these coming up pretty soon. Oh, 10, that's wrong month. The month's confused sometimes. Anyway, it's coming up in October, so it's a long way away for a final deadline. We might get it much sooner than that. They don't have to wait until the final deadline here, okay? Crypto King says, Lark, you said you'd not like Litecoin, shows how smart you are. You know, Crypto King, you have to understand, man, and I've said for a long time, just because I don't like Litecoin, and you don't need to insult my intelligence to make a point, my dude, but just because I don't like Litecoin as an investment personally doesn't mean that it doesn't have narrative with the ETF and doesn't mean that there isn't good trading opportunities for it. Okay? And I've made that very clear for a long time. Okay, please. So Litecoin very likely to get an ETF, which is very exciting. That's going to bring a lot of money into Litecoin. Specifically, if it hits Litecoin, I mean, the amount, if you get hundreds of millions of dollars of buy pressure, spot buy pressure for ETFs for Litecoin, that can have a very serious impact on the price, okay? Plus, we have Solana very likely to get an ETF, XRP very likely to get an ETF, Dogecoin very likely to get an ETF. So these are all very, very likely ones that are coming up soon that could get ETFs, okay? But that's not the only ones. We do have a lot more filings coming in. Grayscale's just filed for a Cardano ETF. You have to understand that when these ETFs start getting approved, that we're going to see probably tens of billions of dollars of spot buying from Wall Street and boomer retail buying these top altcoin bags. That's going to bring a lot of wealth effect into Cardano holders, to Litecoin holders, all that kind of stuff, okay? By the way, update here on our Litecoin trade. I shared this with you guys yesterday. It did break out. It went absolutely nuts. I hope some of you guys caught this. I'm pissed off myself, though, because I set my stop loss just a little bit too tight. I can't even believe it, man. I set it at $118. I was like, okay, I'm going to go sleep now. I was at 122 or something when I did that. It dips down to $117.80, stopping me out. Come on. Come on. I did hit my target of $130 too. Classic. I hope you guys were paying attention to that yesterday. It was an incredible trading opportunity. Absolutely cooked on Litecoin yesterday. Look, I still made money. My stop loss was in profit. I just made a little bit of money versus a lot of bit of money. C'est la vie. You go on to fight another day. It's all good. But man, what a beautiful breakout. Now, currently with Litecoin, we've seen it come back up to this area of resistance right here. Look, you see 1, 2, 3 tops now. We've got right here. Could we see this correct back down to around 118, 120? Well, for me, if I wanted to go long on Litecoin again, that would be the area I would look for. Or if we have a definitive break above this line right here, which could then send us soaring up to potential, much higher prices here for Litecoin. So those would be, if you're trading this, those would be the two key areas to watch out for, okay? So Keep an eye on this one right here. If you guys caught that trade yesterday, I hope you guys made some money on that when we shared about that TA. So, by the way, if you're a cryptocurrency trader, check this out. Huge deal right now from the guys over at BitUnix. One of the best places to be trading crypto in the game right now. No KYC, no VPN, no BS. Just have fun trading your crypto coins, okay? Deposit USDT and have a good time. Click on the link down below and you're going to get these 3 exclusive bonuses. $10 when you sign up, which, it's $10. Why not? Take $10. Plus deposit rewards, 20% up to $400. So you deposit $1,000, get $200 back. You deposit $2,000, you get $400 back. Crazy stuff right there. Great sign up bonus. Plus, you can get up to $1,000 in trading bonuses. So if you start doing some trading, start putting in some decent volume, you can get some nice bonuses back there as well. Link down below if you want to start trading over on BitUnix today. Take advantage of the bonuses and enjoy your no KYC trading. Now, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's doing some interesting stuff right here. Let's have a look at this. So check this out. Downtrend still in play, obviously, but currently we are challenging the 50-day EMA. Have not taken over it yet. We're close though. We're close, okay? We're close. Check this out. Now, when we get a confirmation of a daily candle close, okay, over the 50-day EMA, rock and roll. That could be a major reversal sign here for Bitcoin. So far rejected. Don't get too excited too quickly. If we get rejected here, we come back down to 96 or even as low as 93, 94, depending on the level of rejection, okay? Let's see. However, once we take out the 50 and 20-day EMAs right here around 98K, it's all coming together here, guys. 2 major EMAs plus the downtrend line. You take that out, we could be moving here maybe up to 104 or even back up to 109 here for Bitcoin. Let's see. Okay, obviously we need a lot to move in the right direction for that to happen, and we need to confirm the breakout here, which has not been confirmed yet, but we're watching out for a confirmation of that. Check this crazy news out, guys. This is nuts. Japan to scrap ban on Bitcoin ETFs and cut taxes on crypto assets from 55% down to 20. 55%, that's highway robbery, Japan. That was crazy, man. Cool. Now, Japan, still the 3rd biggest economy in the world, right? Think about this. If Japan gets Bitcoin ETFs, and the Japanese love crypto, okay, they're one of the first major cryptocurrency markets, and because of the Mt. Gox meltdown, they passed all these really stringent laws, and so crypto's been quite stifled in Japan for quite a long time. They put in super strict regulations, but the demand has not gone away. Japanese market still loves crypto. If we get Bitcoin ETFs in Japan, that's another potential major market getting access to Bitcoin ETFs. Don't forget the South Koreans are still talking about wanting to get Bitcoin ETFs. And there's rumors of a China unban for crypto coming. This is all very bullish stuff, which could provide a lot of wind in the sails for the 2025 bull market, okay? But Japan scrapping the ban on Bitcoin ETFs is very positive news, okay? Sentiment in crypto back down to December 2023 levels. Absolutely crazy, isn't it? Meanwhile, Bitcoin remains strong despite a massive correction. Altcoins and memes. The U.S. government wants to see a golden digital age for crypto assets. Trump's introducing a Bitcoin ETF. Plus, of course, we're going to get a Bitcoin strategic reserve, all that kind of stuff. Yo. Sentiment changes real fast around here, guys. And it'll go back up just as quickly. Okay, a few green candles and everybody forgets about all this stuff. Fartcoin. I know what you guys are thinking. Lark, you're critical of Litecoin, but then you invest in Fartcoin. It's just it's just straight up hypocrisy, guys. Don't worry. Just straight up hypocrisy. That's all there is to it. D-Train here sharing Fartcoin is becoming the coin that everyone mentions when referring to meme coins. Portnoy mentioned it on his spaces tonight. Bored Apes for the NFT. Everyone mentioned when talking about NFTs. It's literally just math and time at this point. Bought some more Fartcoin today, guys. Screw it. We're either going down with the ship or we're going to billions. Let's see what happens. The total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, still bouncing here off the 20-week EMA. So far, so good. Let's see if we can keep that up. Solana attempting a breakout of the downtrend right here. We did get pushed back down a little bit. I got stopped out on my long on that. Let's see what happens. Might reassess in a little bit and see how the price action's playing out there, attempting that breakout, but perhaps failing the breakout at this current moment. Still, though, moving towards a MACD bull cross here in the not-so-distant future. By the way, Fartcoin has broken out from its downtrend, but still under the 20-day EMA and 50-day EMAs. Let's see if it can consolidate here above this and push higher. I think the breakout of the 20-day EMA price starts a new major uptrend, which probably coincide with a MACD bull cross here for Fartcoin. XRP trying to break out today. This is a 4-hour chart, 50-period EMA right here, got rejected there. I reckon you get over that 250 mark here, and we could see a nice move coming in here for XRP as well. Okay. Let's talk crypto coins, guys. Kept the news light today because I want to give us some time to talk with you guys without making this video go like 45 minutes wrong, okay? I got rugged on jail stool. Yeah, geez, man. I saw that Dave Portnoy coin got launched. Hydrate, guys, don't forget. Look, celebrity meme coins are dangerous. I mean, Dave Portnoy literally rugged like 4 meme coins in a row, and then people bought his meme coin. And I don't think he sold his coins, but a lot of people sniped it because they understood what was going on, and then they rugged it. So down 85% or something like that. Look, here's the deal with these meme coins, right? You can, when they get more established, you can trade them. They become tradable at that point. Think like Pepe, Fartcoin, stuff like that. When a new coin launches and you see it's already at like a $500-600 million market cap, you've missed the boat, man. Like, what do you're buying at $500 million to flip it for a 2x at $1 billion? Extreme risk at that point, in my opinion. If you're buying it at a $5 or $10 or $20 million market cap, hoping that it goes to, let's say, $300-500 million market cap, okay, makes sense, right? But when you're buying at a $500 million market cap or $300 million market cap, you're taking a lot of risk at that point. A lot of risk. So be careful, okay? Be careful. If you got rugged on jail stool, then think about the mistake that you made there and try not to do that again. How is big? Somebody actually, Eric, somebody does have big balls. This launched this week, maybe. There's a big balls meme coin out there. Yep. Yes, Nicole, thank you. I would like to keep the bald man away for as long as possible. Got to put the red light therapy hat on. Don't forget. All right. Adam walking the dogs. Lark, has your timeline changed since the rumors of QE not ending? QT, quantitative tightening, not quantitative easing. So, Jowrick, right now, a lot of the major banks are thinking that quantitative tightening probably doesn't end until June. Usually there's a bit of a lapse of a couple months before QE starts. So maybe June, July, August, nothing good happens in the markets. We are in that intermediate zone between when QT ends before QE begins. Maybe there's some kind of summer financial crisis that brews up. Let's see. QE starts, everybody gets mega bullish again, markets pump into the end of the year. Let's see. I don't think the QT QE timeline necessarily changes the overall timeline I've been looking at. Although I think the most contrarian play right now is that the crypto markets actually pump into like Q1, Q2 of 2026 because global M2 is going to expand until that point and QE is going to come in later this year. That'd be crazy. I don't need that to happen. I'm tired, man. I want to take some time off. What about AVAX? Is there any sigh of relief? Let's do a sign of relief. Sigh of relief. No, I'm just playing. Any sign of relief? Well, currently not so much. We can look at the chart here. Actually, the AVAX chart up here. Currently, no. Currently, the AVAX chart's pretty rough. Now, you might say, okay, well, there's an opportunity right there. Let's actually have a look and see where the 200-day EMA is. See if it gives us any hope here. No, No, it gives us no hope. No hope at all. Look, what you want to see, at least in the very short term, is the retaking of the 20-day EMA, yellow line on the chart here. Until then, right, the chart looks pretty rough. Now, maybe silver lining, we could have a MACD bull cross coming on the daily here pretty soon. Let's see if that plays out. That could give us that sort of wind in the sails to help get us up and over the 20-day EMA around $30. For me, in terms of trading it, I would want to wait to retake the 20-day EMA. Personally, in terms of just being a value buyer, because you think you like AVAX, and I've got an AVAX bag. Obviously, guys, as always, portfolio disclosures down below in the description. You can find my current holdings, OTC deals, venture round investments, all that kind of stuff, plus a risk statement, because investing in risk grow. Investing in crypto is risky, and you can lose all of your money. And past performance is not equated to future performance. Don't forget it. It's a real thing, guys. Okay. AVAX right now, it's getting a lot of attention, right? We had some big AI coin, KET, K-E-T, absolutely pop off over there the other day. It's gone up to $250 million market cap. That's really cool. I'm happy to see that. We've got Off the Grid, which could be launching their token relatively soon. So that could bring a lot more attention back to Avalanche. So good things are happening over on Avalanche. It, though, like most coins right now, has been basically totally savaged by the market. Not a lot of coins currently trading over their key moving averages, which is one of the reasons why I liked Litecoin. Actually broke out for that momentum move over its moving averages. Continuing. Nirvana, yes, man, we covered that Grayscale ADA ETF news. Again, you get an ADA ETF and $1 billion spot volume flows into Cardano. That has an outsized effect on the price, assuming, of course, that all the Cardano whales don't just instantly dump it. It's a Litecoin hat now. Why, Scott, in case you missed the start of the show, Litecoin pumping based on the hope of getting an ETF for Litecoin in the not so distant future. And guys, what's the, let me just look here. What's the current market cap of Litecoin? Let's see, where's my boy at here? Litecoin, okay. $9.6 billion. Now imagine if Wall Street comes in and buys $1 billion of Litecoin, 10% of the supply. Be big. Cardano right now at a $28 billion market cap. So if it's up 14% today on the news of the Grayscale ETF filing. If we get a Cardano ETF and Wall Street buys $1 billion or $2 billion worth of that, pretty outsized impact considering, well, what's the staking rate on Cardano? I haven't looked in a while, but it's usually like 60, 70% of Cardano's staked. Obviously it can be unstaked, but still could be a good move here for Cardano. And this is the whole thesis of today's video. If we get 10 altcoin ETFs, an altcoin ETF for XRP and for Solana and for Dogecoin and for Litecoin and Cardano and whatever else, billions of dollars are going to flow into the top altcoins. Okay, people are still going to buy Bitcoin ETFs, but they're going to start really aping into altcoin ETFs. It'll get crazy. That's where the next big money flood could come from. Time to unfollow, not good. Well, you know, if you don't like me using bad words, then I guess it's the wrong channel to be on, man. Peace be with you, and I hope that your bags do incredibly well this cycle. Wishing you the best. More than 300,000 Bitcoin Cash were added to 15 separate new addresses on 7th of February. You know, fucking Bitcoin Cash. You know, Bitcoin Cash. How are we going to properly say this? I've always liked Litecoin much more than Bitcoin Cash, we could say. Look, when Bitcoin Cash first came out, I had, let's say, time of day for it. Very shortly thereafter, I kind of lost my time of day for it and don't really think about it very much. The one thing Bitcoin Cash could have going for it in 2025, much like with Litecoin, is that it could get an ETF. I don't know if anybody's filed for a Bitcoin Cash ETF yet, but it'd be a relatively non-controversial ETF play, in my opinion. That would be the thing that would pump the price, wouldn't it? I'm still not buying Bitcoin Cash, but I would trade it. You know what? I'm pretty agnostic when it comes to trading. Spot holdings are pretty different. Spot holdings, I try to focus more on things that I like, at least at some point during that time, like Fartcoin or Solana or something like that. But I'd trade Bitcoin Cash. I'd have no problem, you know, throwing some nice 2x, 3x leverage trades in on that. That'd be fine. E-girl bathtub water helps regrow hair. Moving on. Lark, meme coin founders who rug can get jailed. Apparently not anymore. Rugging meme coins, everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. Dave Portnoy's doing it. Celebrities are doing it. You know, even just all kinds of people are doing it, man. So many meme coins been rugged. Nobody gives a shit anymore. It's crime season, apparently. Okay, even people who, you know, profess to be like, you know, the best actors in the space are out rugging fucking meme coins. It's just the state of it, man. The state of it. It's unreal. Lark, is the Say chart looking a little... Say, it's had a little bit of bounce today, but let's see how it plays out. One of those coins again, chart-wise, pretty wrecked right now. Technology-wise, still decent. Let's look for a recovery in that. Still holding my bag. Can you tell me about your Cardano? Okay, let's. You know, I don't have any Cardano predictions for February, but you know what? Let's give you one. Let's find. Let's bring up a Cardano chart here, huh? Let's do that. Let's see what we got here. Haven't looked at this chart in a while. Let's see what we got going on here. Binance, that works. Oh, interesting. Let's try and clean it up. It's messy. Let's clean it up before I show it to you guys. Okay, actually, let's have a look here. So Cardano, not bad, actually. Not bad right now. I'm kind of liking what I see here. Just the immediate impressions on the chart here. Now, there's a lot of work to do on this chart, okay? However, not too bad at the moment. Let's draw a downtrend line here. Okay, interesting. We smashed right into that downtrend line today as well. Fascinating. I like it. Okay, so look, we've obviously had an incredible sell-off here, all the way down to 50 cents. That's nuts. Bounced off the 200-day EMA. Okay, traded under it for a couple of days, but bounced back. That's actually really good to see. Positive development here for Cardano, so I like to see that. Currently, on the back of the Grayscale ADA ETF news, we've seen the price bounce up here to the 20-day EMA, also running into the downtrend line at the same time. Now, this is an interesting spot for it to be in because obviously the ETF's not coming tomorrow. We had a pump on the news. You could see in this situation a rejection here, price back down to around 71 cents. Obviously, then you want to see the 200-day EMA hold. But if you break out here, if the daily candle closes, let's say at like 85 cents above the 20-day EMA and above the downtrend line, that could be an interesting spot for going long, showing that the market's building more strength in and that people are getting really excited, especially about these big cap altcoins. And we saw how hard they ran in November, early December. We could see some strong runs around these again, particularly based on the front running of the narrative of the release of all these altcoin ETFs, which the new SEC is going to be bringing in. They've stated as much. They said we're going to be looking at these altcoin ETFs. My guess is that by March, April, we probably have at least 3 or 4 altcoin ETFs. Probably the big ones that we just talked about, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, and Litecoin. Others will come shortly thereafter, Cardano and stuff like that. So, you know, this news right here, that's front running by quite a ways, right? But chart's actually not looking too bad, especially if we can build a little more strength into that. But let's see if we get rejected here after tapping into that 20-day EMA. It's interesting. Okay. AVAX showing strong support at 0. Yeah. Lark, tell us something about WIF. Last time I looked at the WIF chart, it was looking insanely brutalized, man. It's like I said, they took they still got the hat on the dog. They just took the dog out back and shot it. It was not pretty, man. Not pretty. Oh, goodness gracious. Still just an absolute disaster zone. You can have a look at the chart here. WIF in just mega recto land. Look at this. Not just hanging out here in the middle of nowhere. It hasn't even come back down to a key area of price support. Key price support's at 45 cents, guys. That's previous major resistance back here. Goodness gracious me. It's just hanging out here in the middle of nowhere right now, open air on either sides. Now, in order for me to get excited about WIF again, and look, we had some good WIF trades in November, I think, December, right? Fine. Meme coins are great coins to trade because they're so reflexive up and down to price action. WIF, though, has lost a bit of its shine. People aren't quite as excited about it anymore. Obviously, fart coins taken over the show in terms of mind share and volume and all that kind of stuff. Price not super fantastic right now either, but probably has a stronger chance of having a violent move back up. Dog with hat, I wouldn't be interested in this personally, again, until we retake the 20-day EMA. And let me reason why that is. You can see here, since we had was $3, and that's crazy. Since the move down from $4 here, okay, we just tracked right along the top of the 20-day EMA right here, lost it, and never recovered it since the 9th of December. Now we had test, rejection, start of January, test, rejection, January 18th. We can call that a test rejection here. Didn't exactly touch, but let's just say approximately 29th of January. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 times we have been rejected at the 20-day EMA. So it's obviously a line that the market is respecting right now. So in terms of getting upward momentum, I want to see that line get taken out. It's currently around 90 some cents, but it'll keep trending down as the price is down here. Probably if we were to start seeing some kind of slow reversal on WIF here, I'd probably cross around like 80, 85 cents, at which point I might be interested in WIF again for a potential longing scenario. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going here. Do you think Litecoin has a future? I mean, look, as my opinion's always kind of been with Litecoin, I'm not super excited about Litecoin. I think its use case in 2025 is not super strong, to be honest. Why would you have Litecoin when you could buy Bitcoin, right? But in terms of the ETF trade, I think there's a real potential play there, okay? Which I'll keep an eye on it. To the moon. Thanks, Crypto Factor. Appreciate it. Where are we up to here? What are your thoughts? Link, Ondo, Supra. Lark, do you anticipate capitulation to wipe further liquidity? If not, what conditions does the market require? Look, we just had a major capitulation last week, Adam. I mean, tens of billions were liquidated. It was the biggest liquidation event ever in the history of crypto. Now, it's the biggest event because the market's bigger than it's ever been before. Obviously, you have to account for that simple reality. So maybe, it's bigger than FTX. And so, well, of course it's bigger than FTX. The market's way freaking bigger now. There's way more participants, way more volume, way more stuff going on. Okay, obviously. That was the capitulation event, in my opinion. Doesn't mean we can retest that. We're not going to retest those lows. I mean, that's always possible. Crypto, one bad headline and we all get spooked out again, right? But likely that was bottom or close to bottom, let's say. Now we've got all these positive things coming. We have the FTX money coming starting next week. Altcoin ETF approvals could literally happen any day at this point. Okay, lots of positive things out there happening. So that's what we want to see, is more positive things coming into the market. And that's what we're getting. Again, sentiment can shift real fast. A few green candles and everyone forgets about all the pain and suffering, and everybody goes mega long again. Lark, so sell a mango way still to play, even though most bags are underwater. Well, Robert, the question is, will our bags be underwater by May? Underwater bags in early February versus where bags could be in March or April or May is a very, very different conversation. So you got to remember, again, markets can swing around super fast. These are highly reflexive markets that can absolutely pump in a very short amount of time. Go back and look at the charts from 2020, 2021. Look at how fast some of the altcoins move. When they start moving, they pump like crazy. Even look back to November. XRP went 7x in like 2 weeks. Coins can move real fast when money gets behind them, especially when narratives get created around like, ETFs and stuff like that, which I think is the big narrative probably going into Q1, Q2 of this year. That being said, I still think there's a decent chance of a local top in maybe April, maybe it's May. We'll need to keep an eye out for that. Obviously, a lot of things continue to happen in the market. If inflation starts creeping up, market's probably not going to like that. That could delay things. But look, I'm holding my bags. We're chilling. Let's see what plays out for the next few months. But there's enough to get excited about that could create the narratives that we need for markets to pump. Is DOT a lost cause? Should I take the loss? I don't know what you should do, Bill. I sold my Polkadot last year. You know, I like the technology. I think those guys do a lot of good work over there, but you just wasn't getting the narrative. You know, when I sold my Polkadot, I sold it for near, by the way, which has not performed massively by comparison either. So, you know, there's that. But when I sold my Polkadot, I was looking at it and I was like, goodness gracious, it's almost 50% less than it was at the literal bottom of the bear market during the FTX crash. That's insanity, man. Like, that's just nuts. Massive underperformance by this coin. You know, the technology is great. Those guys are going to roll out some great stuff moving forward. I'm excited about that for them. I'll continue to keep an eye on what Polkadot's doing in their technological developments, but I sold my bag a while ago, right? So should you sell your bag? I don't know. I don't know what your entry price was. I guess if you're taking a loss on it, what are you going to do with that money to try to make that money back? How bad are you under? Are you like 10% underwater and you know you're going to just sell it a bit later for break even? Are you 90% underwater? I don't know when you bought your coins, so it's really hard to say, and I can't give you that kind of advice. But the question, I guess, would be, have you lost all faith in Polkadot? And if you do sell, what are you selling for? Where are you going to take your money? Interesting questions to think about. Okay. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it. It's all good fun, guys. You can't be on social media without people giving you a hard time sometimes. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Everything falls to Litecoin over 10 years. Let's catch up here. Should I buy Ethereum? Well, I don't know what you should do with your money. It's not my game to tell you guys what to do with your money. But let's have a look at the Ethereum charts. Tell myself I wasn't going to look at these today, but since you guys are asking, I've seen people asking about Ethereum, so let's look at the chart. Let's see what's going on. The Ethereum charts, currently $2,700. Okay, now $2,800 in my mind is the key line here for Ethereum. That has been a major area of price resistance and price support for the last few years. We're currently trading back under that, which sucks, you know, from a price perspective, right? Obviously, if you're a value buyer, this is not a bad place for value buying if you want to flip your ETH for 2 or 3x at some point. Now, in terms of trading this, 20-day EMA is curling down real fast to this $2,800 number. Cross that with the combination, potentially, of a MACD bull cross, retaking key resistance and crossing the 20-day EMA at the same time, trade potential, okay? Could be a nice breakout moment there for Ethereum. The sentiment has probably never been worse on Ethereum, so that could be a very interesting time here for ETH to see that kind of breakout playing off. So let's see. And should you buy Ethereum? I have no idea. But like I said, if you want to trade it, there's a breakout potential there coming on the charts. And if you're a value buyer, then it's probably at a value right now, in my opinion. What happened to Celestia? I mean, Celestia is one of those coins that I have very mixed emotions about, because on the one hand, Celestia technology, super cool, great, innovative, interesting technology, doing cool shit. I dig that. Tokenomics are a serious problem because for some reason, and I really disagree with this, okay, that they let anybody do this. It's very infuriating. But for some reason, they allowed VCs to be able to stake their vested coins. So they may not get all their coins for the next 4 or 5 years, but they're staking them. And I know there was a story, this was a few months ago now, that Paradigm had already 4x'd their money from the staking rewards and dumping their staking rewards. And they probably 6x'd their money by now. So you have this constant huge sell pressure coming from the VCs who are constantly dumping their staking bags on you, and there's massive inflation still to come for the coin. So the tokenomics have been a real problem for Celestia. Good technology, very cool cryptocurrency tech. Tokenomics have left a lot to be desired. Not saying it can't pump, not saying that there's not a case for, investing in it or trading it, but that's my kind of thoughts on it. Lark, what are the chances of getting you on my channel to give some alpha with the experience you have in this market? It'd be an interesting talk. Wouldn't be opposed to it. DM me on X or something, and we can always talk about that later. Trying not to do too many interviews, especially not late at night, but could be something to look at. DM me on X. What about Sonic? Tech's great. Price has been pretty rubbish recently. Looks like a lot of the major altcoin charts right now massively trading below all the major moving averages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But again, things can move real fast. As soon as you start seeing a couple of these major coins retaking their 20-day EMAs, we're going to start seeing some big moves across the cryptocurrency market, okay? Yeah. Does Fartcoin have gas fees? I see what you did there. That's hilarious. Heard about the short positions on, yeah, we covered that yesterday in the live stream. Could be a short squeeze coming for Ethereum based on that. There's a huge amount of shorts built up against Ethereum right now. The market loves to wash out shorts. So you think Brett is cooked, debating on selling it for a loss or hold and have faith. Look, the Brett, of course, still the biggest meme coin on base. I don't know what the market cap of Toshi is right now, actually. Although I think Toshi's probably gunning for flipping Brett. Look, meme coins on base, some of them have done really well. I'm still holding my Benji bags, by the way. Miggles, I kind of keep an eye on from a distance, probably going to do pretty well at some point as well. Brett, can Brett make a big comeback? Yeah, probably. It's listed on a lot of major exchanges. It had lots of good liquidity, all that kind of stuff. The question is, how much attention is Brett continue to get? Early last year, Brett was getting huge attention. And of course, back in November, December, it went up to 24, 25 cents, hit a new all-time high. So it's not that traders are ignoring Brett and that people are completely, indifferent towards Brett. It's just that there's other meme coins that are getting higher mind share and more engagement. Again, Fartcoin, whether you love it or hate it, gets huge engagement and huge mind share in the cryptocurrency space. Okay. Oh my gosh. I said, we're going to do a short news session and then we're going to have more time for questions. We're not going to go and still just rambling on for a half hour. We're going to do like one more question, guys. And then we're going to finish up for today. Okay. I heard DOT might also get an ETF. Yeah, it might. That would probably be the thing. That would probably be the thing gets it going. Lark, is Toshi a good buy? Yeah, I have no idea. I guess we're going to have to bring up a chart. Let's have a look. Is Toshi a good buy right now? Let's have a look. See what the charts are telling us here. Oh, I need to actually get on chain for that, don't I? Let me see if I can find a decent chart. Who's listed Toshi for a while? I got here we go. There's the chart. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's bring it up. We'll finish up on this one. Toshi, is it a great buy right now? Probably not. Look at the MACD. MACD trending down pretty hard right now. You can see, of course, it had this insane pump. I mean, look at the pump. This is the Coinbase listing pump. Absolutely nuts. 1,600%, almost 1,700% in 10 days. Wild, man. Those are some crazy, crazy numbers right there. Obviously, got pretty overbought right here. As you can see, 92 on the RSI. So pretty strong overbought signal. Meme coins, when they have those kind of runs, tend to have gargantuan corrections afterwards. It did bounce off the 50-day EMA initially, currently trending down here at the moment. That MACD might go all the way under the zero line before we actually see a reversal on it. Let's see what happens. Me personally, I would not buy Toshi right now. No shade against Toshi. I'm not saying Toshi's a bad meme coin. We're just looking at the charts here. There's probably more downside to come unless it bounces really soon and reverses this big MACD downtrend that's got on here right now at the moment. 20-day EMA starting to trend downwards as well. So we might see a further sell-off back down to probably key areas of price support. I mean, 0.0003635, something like that. Right down in this level is probably a interesting buy point. Largely lines up with the 200-day EMA as well. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to get down there or anything, but that's probably an area that would be much more attractive for buying versus the current prices when the market's basically showing a lot of strength. And that's an 85% downturn, but that's actually pretty typical for meme coins, you know? So anyway, okay. We're going to finish up there for today, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining today's stream. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you back tomorrow for the next live stream. Peace.